Hello and welcome to another IELTS speaking practice by IELTS Johnny. So today, unfortunately, a few students of mine already graduated, so they took the exams and they're gone. So only Mr. remains. So Mr. Please, are you ready for your speaking practice?
Yes.
Great. So let's start with part one first. So I've already moment. I've already included a few new topics in here. Some new topics are added. You can say, let's say, let's start with watches, 93. So, Mr. B, you usually wear a watch. Why or why not?
I often wear a watch because I think it's very convenient to know what time is it. And of
Time
course,
it
when
is. What
you
time it is? What time
what
it is?
what time is it? When you go out and don't have any item to know exactly the time it is. So you when you wear a watch by yourself, you can control your times better, not depend on others. You don't have to ask others to know the times, and it's good to so to all a watch. It's not only for time watching. It's also a beautiful accessories that
Accessory.
women and men often love.
Often love wearing, right? But don't you think that people wear watches as a kind of jewelry? It's like a decoration, yeah? Instead, like beside from telling time, I think people these days wear a watch, or wear watches just for show. People do it just for show. Thì để gọi là khoe là chính thôi. They do it just for show. So, did you wear a watch when you were a child? Why not?
When I was a child, I don't, I
I didn't.
didn't
I didn't.
I didn't have a watch because at that times, I I think that at that time a watch was too expensive.
Was too expensive.
Yes, and to earn one uh by yourself was not affordable for me. Uh, but I believe that many many childs also at that time uh, also hard hardly to own ones like me.
To own one like mine, right? To own one like mine. Để có thể sở hữu một cái giống cái của tôi. To own
No,
one
no,
like.
no. I want to part that at that time I didn't own one, and I also think that at that time many children also didn't have like me.
I see. So, have you ever received a watch as a gift? When or from whom?
I remember that I haven't received a watch as a gift when uh, when I was a child. People uh, in the past, I think people didn't have a habit to give a watch as a present. But nowadays, I think it's not also popular because a watch sometimes in the cultures of many nations, that is not a lucky item to give others.
I see. A lucky item. You know, some people, they keep those watches like because they can sell it later, or it's just like a lucky item, yeah. But they don't actually wear them. Now, so why do you think some people like to wear expensive watches? What are the reasons then?
I think sometimes people just want to show their social status by wearing expensive watches. It's just for show. And nowadays, high famous brand watches have them becomes more beautiful.
You mean
in their
sometimes I think it improves their image. I think sometimes it improves the appearance, and once you are in public, it makes you look better, I think, somehow.
yes,
Okay.
it can be deniable that expensive watch.
It's undeniable. It's undeniable.
It's undeniable that expensive watches are often very beautiful, fashionable, and show the unique personality.
Unique personality, I see. So,
And
yeah.
yes, okay, is that's on.
Okay, let's move on to 92 about collecting things. So do you collect anything? Do you collect things? Sưu tầm đồ gì không? Do you collect things?
Oh, now I don't collecting anything, but in the past when I was a child, I love
When I was a
collecting.
child.
When I was a child, I loved collecting the cars, the cars. Just for playing card, and that and I think that I was very happy and joyful to do it. I think collecting things is a hobby that nowadays many people do that for many reasons. They want to be shows their style, or sometimes just to relax.
I see. I see. Okay, so where do you usually keep the things you need? Is it always in your bedroom or something?
And have a place for
Have
things.
rồi, lại have rồi. I have a place, or there is a place that I
keep my things I need in a place that I can easily to take it every time I need. It's on my bedroom, my private place.
in my private places. You mean?
Yes, so because it's my private place, so the all things in it belong to me. I did not to classify the items of me and others. it's easy for me to arrange my things, important things, and some item just a accessory. I can put it in the bottom of the desk, and with things I really need for daily tasks, I put in front of the desk at my eyes.
I see. Okay, so do you keep okay, are there any things you keep from your childhood?
Yes, there are some things I keep from my childhood. One of them is childhood pictures album of me of my family. It is my treasure because it not just about the past things I experienced. This work is very valuable.
Valuable.
It is very valuable. And besides that, some childhood toys, which were not damaged by the times and by myself. I'm very appreciate and put them in the box.
Box or pox in a box.
In a box. And place it in my bedroom where I can find anything by myself easily. Sometimes I take them opens my albums
Sometimes I open my album.
Open my album to enjoy the memories. Memories, yes.
I see. So would you keep old things for a long time? Why not?
All things, it depends on the importance, value of it. To me, it's not always all things is bad or good. Sometimes people say that all things is gold.
It's golden.
People
say that all things are golden.
All things are golden.
Golden.
Because the value of them, the value of them. For example, the artist items such as television or status or something like that are very valuable that people will keep for a long time.
I see. Very good. Now let's come to part 2 and part 3 now. Okay. I think we did a lot of part 2 and part 3 in the past. Okay, there's something I would like you to do. It is number 53. Describe something that you cherish. You know the word cherish?
Yes, cherish.
Okay, cherish means You really want to talk about it with a lot of love and pride. Ca tụng. To cherish miêu tả một cái gì đó bạn. Ca tụng. Mình nói về chuyện đó với lại một cái sự tự hào và rất thích nói về cái đó. Okay. Describe something that you cherish. You should say what it is, who it is from, when you got it, and explain why you cherished it. You have some time to think about it now. Okay, let's describe something that you cherish. Can you?
A time that a thing that appears in my mind is a certificate recognizing that I won first place in the youth activity and research competition organized by the youth union in
The youth union. The youth
the youth union in 2018. My friends and I signed up to participate, and at first
participate in.
to participate in. And at first, I didn't think we would win due to the
I didn't
many.
think we would win. At
We
first, I
would-
didn't think we would win.
I didn't think we would win because the many outstanding, because of many outstanding works. However, when we were notified of our achievement, we were extremely happy and proud of themselves, out of our us. At that moment, I also jumped up in choice. This award not only hold significant value for my future job, value for my future job opportunities, but also make myself feel proud, make me feel proud about my proud of myself.
Mhm.
In addition, I thought that with good besides achieving good grades, employers
Besides achieving good grades.
besides achieving good grades,
Mhm.
good grades, employers appreciate students with impressive extracurricular activities.
Mhm.
That's why at that time I was very curious it.
Sorry, I was very
Cherished it.
I
it.
cherished it a lot, let's say.
I cherished this a lot.
Okay, good. Yeah, let's okay, that's good enough, I think. Now, let's try another one. So this is 53. Do you want to do history? It's a hard one, but yes, you should try. We have been doing a lot of speaking practice too. You can do. Describe a historical event that you are interested in. You should say when and where the event happened, who were involved in the event, and what the historical significance or why is that event important? You know, the meaning of the event is. Explain how you feel about the event. And you have part 3 of historical event here. What is or what are the best way or the best ways to learn about history? We have been through this before, so I'm sure you know the answer. And do you think visiting museums to learn about history is a good idea? Why or why not? And is there any other ways to learn about history? This is exactly the same that you when you studied my book, Vocabulary 1. Same question, you know. So why should children and people learn about history? I mean, why would we do it? Is it a waste of time, you think? And what do you think about the teaching of history in the school system of your country? Should people improve it somehow to make it more appealing to people? Should there be more movies showing, or something like that? And should people make it much more appealing to the young to learn it? Something like that. Okay, you have some time to think now. Okay, let's try it now, Miss Trúc, please. Describe a historical event that you are interested in. Let's try it. You will do fine. Don't worry about it. You do just fine.
A historical event that I'm interested in.
Interested in.
Interested in.
Interested. Lâu không luyện phát âm rồi. Interested in.
Are interested in is that the event of April 30, 1975. This event will never fade from the memory of Vietnamese people. It is the day we achieved independence for the South and unified the country. I remember that at around noon, one of our tanks drove straight into the Independence Palace and planted the national flag
National flag.
in the
And planted the national flag.
And planted the national flag.
Flag. The national flag.
The national flag on its roof. The entire nation
and national. Careful. Nation and national. Okay. And plant the national flag on its roof. Okay. What else then?
The entire nations rejoiced because the war had ended. This is a very significant event, and of course, is also included in the history curriculum that every student must learn about. I am very proud to be born in a country with many heroes who are willing to sacrifice for the nations and noble ideals.
Noble ideals, the noble ideals.
And noble ideals.
Những lý tưởng cao quý. Okay, very good. All right, good. It's good about part 2 already. Okay, so Mr. What are or what is the best way or the best ways to learn about history?
At the time when I was still in school, history was still a difficult subject for many students.
It's still a difficult subject even now.
Not because it was complex, but because memorizing the contents with our connections makes it truly hard to grasp. So I think the best way to learn about history is the teachers can help students connecting every items, every events, historic connecting every historical events about the years. Oh, that's very hard to remember
Of course,
because
it's
you
to remember, yeah.
yes, because we were not present at those events, so we start to
so it's hard
no,
to
so it's hard to remember exactly what times that events happened. And the average times spot.
Can you say that again, please?
The time spot, cái mốc thời gian.
The time, you mean the time frame là khung thời gian này. So the point, the time point, you mean, or the right time, the time point, I think. The
Yes,
point in time, I think, the time point. Okay.
The time point.
Anything else?
If the time point can be linked together from one to one, from one by one, that will help a student remember everything better.
That will help the student remember everything better. Okay, good. Anything else?
And besides that, I believe,
Besides that,
and besides of that, I believe if teacher can show more pictures about the events or because I think nowadays there are many lessons.
Application, you mean?
Applications, modern items, modern machines can have machines can help them to do that. To have a student can
help a student to do something. Careful, to help a student to do something.
Can help student more excited to learn about history.
History. To
learn about history.
Okay, anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay, good. Now, so do you think visiting museums to learn about history is a good idea? Why not?
I strongly believe that visiting museums to learn about history is a good idea because if a student can have a chance to see the historical items and documents by their eyes. It's a good way to connecting the events. It's will easier for them to remember the importance of things happened at that time. But I want the museums becomes more attracting by something like 3D video that can help a student connecting and connecting everything more clearly and lively. I know people can do that, but sometimes government not really have
an idea.
have an ideas and enough take care of these problems.
Mhm.
And I hope they will in the future, because history is very important to each person. It shows where we are from,
Mhm.
and our original
And our original, yes.
original, yes.
Okay, okay. But still, I feels like you should redo this one. Okay, so let's try again. Do you think visiting museums to learn about history is a good idea? Lặp lại câu này đi, please. Why not?
I strongly believe that visiting museums to learn about history is a good idea, because when students have chance to see the historical
Chance to see.
a chance to see historical items and documents by their eyes, is a good way for them to connecting everything about the events at that time together, and help them better about their knowledge. But besides of that, I also want the government have more ideas to have students be good at learning history, such as some more modern applications, 3D print video about the historical events.
Okay.
And but because it seems to be the governments are not take care of this problem enough. And I hope it will be better in the future.
Okay, you hope it will be better in the future, I see. So why should children and people learn about history? So children and people, so two things right now. First thing is children, and the second thing is people. So why should children and people learn about history? What do you think?
Children and people should learn about story because some important reasons. First, history shows the past of a nation, and so it's like a group for the existing
Yeah.
existing of that nation. If a nation is not all their history, no one will recognize their status on the international
International is adjective. Nó là tính từ nha. International là từ.
international status. So it's very important. In addition, knowing about history have child and people learned about the mistakes.
Help children and people. Help children.
Children and people learn from the mistakes in the past. It's a good way to have more knowledge and experience, because history reflect the experience event does a word good or bad, but all things are humans' experience, and thus is very valuable. So I believe that children and people should learn about history. Of course, not only about their hometown history, but also their nation's history.
Also their nation history as well. Okay, so what do you think about the teaching of history in the school system of your country? Okay.
In my countries, I still don't really appreciate about the way teachers show students how to learn our history in the school system. Many teachers don't really take their efforts on this. They just go to class and write everything on the board that students have to learn this, and this. And they have to learn everything by heart without
By
any
heart. They have to learn everything by heart.
Yes.
By heart.
Yes. They have to learn everything by heart and no connections. That's really hard to learn because it's just simply memorying, not the methods is not really suitable. I really want teachers can find a better way.
I really want teacher can buy nữa rồi. I really want teachers to buy.
Really want teachers can find.
To buy, to find, to do something. You want someone to do something. Okay.
I really want teachers to find a better way to have students learn without memory in a meaningfully. I think that's I think that's really hard. But I hope in the future they can find a better way.
I see. Okay, let's try it again. What do you think about the teaching of history in the school system of your country? Let's try again. Chưa được.
I don't really appreciate the way the teachers in my countries shows their students how to learn about history in the school system.
In the school
system. Because it's still a conventional method. They just go to class and write everything on the board. What the student needs to learn by heart. It's really boring because the student can find the connections between this and that events, and the time bonds really hard to remember, especially when you don't know the true meaning, the true meaning of it.
The true meaning
of it. Yes.
Okay.
I think that's the important reason why history still a hard subject in Vietnam's school. I hope in the future, uh, there will be many modern and revolutions for these subjects.
Mhm. Okay. Anything else then? Okay. Right. I think it's good enough for this one. Let's move on to the next topic. Okay, the 73. Let's try something else. Let's try 77. Describe an activity you usually do that waste your time. You should say what it is when you usually do it. Like people often describe like they have to cook every day or they have to wash dishes every day, something like that. What it is when you usually do it, why you do it, explain why you think it wastes your time. And then part 3 about work, I think. How do people balance life and work? Work-life balance. Will you continue doing something when you are aware that it's a waste of time? What kinds of things make people feel pressured? And why do some people refuse to abide by rules? Tại sao số người lại từ chối tuân theo luật pháp, từ tuân theo luật lệ các thứ? And what kind of thing make people feel pressured? You can talk about like deadlines, of course, or threats, normally deadlines or threats, sorry, threats. That is when you feel pressured, or people often feel pressured when they have to do something against their will. They have to participate in activities against their will. It will be like, very pressured. You feel very pressured. Now, this one sounds like a part 1 topic, yes, but you can make it part 3, Sometimes you are aware of it's a waste of time, but it's something that is vital. Like, for example, washing dishes or cleaning your home is vital, but you still have to do it, Or sometimes there are things such as revising for a lesson. Of course, it's vital to do, but of course, it wastes a lot of time too to revise lessons. But it's a must, I think it's better to give some examples, and also you can say, if you don't do it, what would happen? Lật ngược vấn đề lại. Nếu mình không làm thì có chuyện gì xảy ra không? Okay, let's try that. Okay, we are having a Mercury retrograde at the very end, and of course, sometimes it's very hard to understand what my student talking about, and then it's hard for them to also talk, I understand. Đang có sang nghịch hành mình cái ngày cuối nữa chứ, cho nên là khó nói chuyện, khó luyện tập speaking là cũng đúng thôi, và writing cũng vậy luôn. Don't worry about it. Okay, anyway, so Mr. please describe an activity you usually do that waste your time.
I have a habit of browsing social media whenever I have a little free time or during work rest of 1 to 2 hours. I know this is a bad habit that wastes time and even can affect work efficiency. I recognize this and I'm trying to change it to reduce wasted time instead of use every available moment to browse social media. I think I could relax by other activity such as listening to music or standing uh, or standing up to walk around to relieve stress. In fact, when I wish my eyes from a computer screen to a phone, it still put a pressure on my eyes and my health. I know it's a bad habit that time consuming and it's not have any benefits. It's it can be harmful instead. I really take from 8 to 10 hours totally per day to waste my time on social media. And instead of that, I know I can do more work. Some others activities like play sport or learn new things, and that's why I realize that this is activities waste my time a lot.
Okay, I see. All right, let's do part 3 now. So how do people balance life and work?
Balance life and work is really hard. You have to manage your time and your energies to ensure that neither work nor personal life overwhelm the other. I, I think there's some way people can do to balance
Balance,
life and work
balance,
to balance
to ba 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 to balance, to
to
balance.
balance life and work. People should set about a boundary.
Sorry,
A
people
good
set a what?
sets a clear boundary.
Boundary. So set a clear boundary, I see.
Yes, after work times at people companies, they should not bring their staff to their homes, and that's is not wise to finish on people work. It just make them neglect from their home
Sorry, people
job.
are teachers make them what?
Make them
Neglect. You mean neglect, right?
Neglect from their home chores, and
You mean
their
their negligence from their home chores, right?
negligence
Negligence.
from their home
Negligence, I think.
negligence from their home chore and their family members take take care.
Okay.
Yes. Besides that, people should learn to say no to people who's always put pressures on their worst performance. They make them to work overtimes or something like that. And of course, people should priorities.
Prioritize, you mean?
Prioritize their families than their work.
Mhm.
And there's health, of course, ensure they get enough sleep, eat healthily, and engage in physical activities. Self-care is essential
Mhm.
for maintain a good
To maintain a good
physical and mental health and mental health.
Okay, great. So will you continue doing something when you are aware that it's a waste of time?
It's unfortunate that sometimes
Unfortunate.
it's unfortunate that
No,
sometimes
unfortunate, not. I'm sure mà. Gặp yếu không mà. Unfortunate.
It's unfortunate that sometimes bad habits are hard to break, while good habits are difficult to maintain.
Mhm.
I think that's the human's nature.
Mhm.
So people need to learn how to manage their time carefully. Continue doing something when you are aware that it's a waste of time. Is really harm their personal life
Mhm.
and your professional work.
Mhm.
Of course, because everything needs to be balanced. So,
Okay.
and people times are limited. So we need to use it carefully and reasonable.
Okay.
For me, when I know I'm wasting my time with bad habits such as browsing the social media, I try my best to
Cut it, right? You try your best to cut down on that, right?
To cut down them. At least I can reduce the times from 10 hours to 6 hours and
6
then
hours.
from
6. Đó giờ lâu không được phát âm, trời ơi.
to 6
Quá luôn á.
hours.
To 6 hours.
To 6 hours.
6. Kéo dài học x ra. To 6 hours. To 6 hours.
To 6 hours.
Right.
And then 4 hours and less. So at first, people can find it's hard to change their habit, but think about the benefits they can receive in the future. It's worth to do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Now, so what kinds of things make people feel pressured then? What do you think?
Nowadays, people feel pressures about many things, about their work, their personal life, and even their futures.
Even the future too, yeah.
Even their futures too. If people don't know how to balance between their life and work, they can find it's hard to live happily.
Mm-hmm.
and manage their times to finish their work, meet the deadline. It's really stressful. It's really stress when you know that
Stressful. You mean it's really stressful when
it's really stressful when you know that you can't finish your duty in time. Sometimes it's make people furious and angry with every with every person around them. That can affect their relationships, and of course, it's a really bad influence in each person's life.
Okay, great. So why do some people refuse to abide by the rules then?
Rules.
I can explain that with astrology, yes, but mình có thể giải thích điều này với chim tinh, nhưng no. Why do some people refuse to abide by rules then?
Rules sometimes make people feel uncomfortable and hard to allow because rules is set up for the best. However, it's not always suitable with the wish of every people in that group,
right? That society or the group, right?
Yes, in that societies at the group. People have to set their ego aside to allow the rules. Sometimes that make they feel unrespected because some rules is too strict, and sometimes it's not morals in their thought.
Okay. Now, so I think it's good enough for today now. It's under Mercury retrograde, so don't expect a very quick and too high quality practice, I think. Anyway, let's stop here.